kind teases. Tia straight to the point. Na enchane shout out ne we no so ne ate so time no ya na ye managing for adwenche ya sha asisi ye obetimi he de wadwenche nsusu ye ana say wasem bisaba. The month of September I started with electricity tariffs adjustment kakra aba, water tariffs adjustment kakra. Ye say utilities no na ehun behia say PURC for ebeji atum se ehun behia se ye be revise upwards se be ya wona wo man sa enema so betumi enye ska obetumi de constant delivery and I say timely constant supply of these essential and I say most important services what they am I and to expect say a free month of September you see adjustment upwards adjustment or water or electricity tariffs and so and a bank so seven notice so also a review and I say or revise one charges so or charging and also any percentage in send their home 70 but people are talking, but asama mi bisa and say, yensha the last time ayenya upwards adjustment electricity and water tariffs. Na yensha sisi baby ayedu yebe pese yebenya adjustment aye reasonable. Na wakoswa mayen and the man said I pen and then pour more better the services and I say ye pese ye show on send ye tibia na de obenya won fa manage na de obetumi dia mayen won fa mayen madwenyem say no any ehwehwe. So even though it is not easy, it is difficult, but I was see agitum so say the reality and say it was a upwards adjustment kakra eba na won so so etimi adijuma send ye peno ede my bidding at the Ohene Gyan. Thank you and you embrace all the fedia to. Thank you and you embrace wo share na wo send o message no ba so a bebo modern making kind na we self and nyina enso so at it. Dr. Asumani ewo ha. Dr. Asumani is a lecturer and he is also a very very strong member of the National Democratic Congress. He speaks for the National Democratic Congress and we are privileged to have him. Doc, Memwajo.
Thank you, lawyer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Senior.
Thank you.
And I can say you are an outstanding lawyer.
Hey, Mida was
saying. You know, lawyer, you check kind of thing now. You may almost saying, you mutie a radio na TV na echi omu na. Na lawyer who say sisi ya me mother constituency aye Nyankaba. As enough. Any member of parliament for over 6 months ago 1 year. You are restraining your member of parliament from going to parliament. They Nyankama eti we you be. Sisi any central coffee for no. Ni lulubi for no na yepe. Yes say mradi for no fa de mangu kom na immediately no they also come. Enko.
No, so court no call legal application. So court no beba no October yeah. Say next month court no baba. Anti court no ba next month October na I'm sure say matters no say some no yeah na edoso say omo the way call from high court na court of appeal na go do supreme court na review abam na another application cause so applications upon applications na application no kwa unze was say court no chance na will determine on the merit now the one verdict aba na ntisa na ekwa but I'm sure say at the right time no
in term na we just cha NDC ne asenfu nyina as your 3 constituencies you call it the triple constituency north central and south ichia omu nyina
okay
na ma constituency chia NDC national executives na otwimi ni busumi atwemi to share Ashanti region in our effort at enrollment drive. Enrollment drive, also it has been oversubscribed.
Oh, okay.
Over 100% expectation. It's an indication say the party is on the right course. The executives.
Okay. Now elections, no, saying. I want to say saying.
Oh, sir, I feel a enrollment. I feel number a branch elections.
Okay.
The timetable is unfortunately I don't have it here. The branch elections, we are now constituency elections. Then we go to the regional elections, then we go to national conference. to elect our national leaders.
Okay.
Nti a process. I hope say asomdwe ni ntiase beba na bibia be ba wo say no bi o esa na sometimes it be no personal interest into no ya no mo ye no be ba ye share all concerned members say on be ma asomdwe beba na bibia be da na kwan so the anticipation say bibia be ko right near finally a year flag bearer na dey aba be face MPP for
na mo flag bearer dey say mo yi dada na afi na mbe yi
we are in a democratic process ya dem ran na ye adwuma
okay
there was a congress na dia nipa ni na abaji atum say osomasi e na ye yi no na ye yi not that time no we want to say of flag bearer emra ye adwuma we must use laws and principles so at say bia be bia say by consensus no delegates na because osomasi ni ye pen maybe so I know we interest or back of a contest I see a master of voting in our coin. Now, at the end of the day, a call congress. Near Unipa, yin I agenda so that yin I have a body panel be in a chidom. Nearly about 2024.
Okay.
Until that time, no, nobody can say, we have a flag bearer.
Okay.
I hope you get it.
Beda se pa ye Dr. Asmani ye beba so na minim time amobe ye mo ayi ne de but mo communication hono as I brantia ba kon asafo aje I'm sure say party no ebe hu dwumadi esronko a odi e de ma party no na party no aye na dom na what is that dwumadi national
maybe odi ayi no bra me poster no me dey to me platform bi so
okay
obi cross our casa be about 3 against 1 now the TV as I remember of we match.
Oh, okay.
Yam say be a what thing you may be on same from and ni na a party dynamics. Na ka me fi say e fi sem say yantuma go yan hro no abonten. Nti am hoping say problems keto be aba misunderstanding be aba. The party executive and hierarchy should be able to resolve it. But the good thing is say nipa na asem na so nyina aba no appear stadium. And you know ya also we release social media video be or apologize to categories of people say nyoma bi na man abasa we are hoping say it will be resolved na we nya asem I say ya twitwi kwa chebe na e resolve na be nya asomdwe na ya butai wo ye ni suna of course you must understand say in the party dynamics in there obi a on the personal interest
of course
na we nim say sebi there were crude method am for you so as a lawyer, at least we did political studies.
I majored in political science.
Exactly. And to him say, don't say in party politics there are no facts.
Yes.
And people want to use means to get their way through.
Of course.
In the future, your mind, my and conformity, personal interest, don't say a bro party no interest so. But majority say party executives, hierarchy in Ashanti and nationwide, no matter me, I resolve Oma. And there may be a boba near then. Your brain I say, by the way, normal. With every party mpaya kwa na ya bosse na ede nyame say enko do some for be say aye no maybe a emfata but jojo maf e dey say that nye problem be am worry say we a dog that can be tamed into no party executive hierarchy no be na o ma solve ho problem ba nim say say wasa obi a town no wasa nye ne feda azi akoko sa chakroma enye nfe nti ma ti sama for kaka sembebre or platforms na ba umunya butre it is normal even with the MPP ruling government at the point in time we had somebody who was contesting for chairmanship okojina baby ka say ebi no mo etua brabo na normal but at the end of the day they could not prove it regional elections obi say obi etua more than the no ye den etua e democracy na fe na yin it is animal we eden ya ebi baba about with time no e be resolve with we nya se bia o say yamba na high baby me say party hierarchy be resolve na you put everybody in order na me sense among personal interest say on be positions they must understand say they be kai o man no so man ni ho a party nya den eni ho they trust me no party no and say na individual what interest so I say so I understand best you cry be more be adding say because we are in a stage I could bo bi na ekofa sentiment
madam Bichasa Faji me say mo consider na mo to abaman
it is the delegates
he's a fantastic guy
why juma yes of course say you be show you ma waye ni ye gina ho ato abaye den ama nti delegates mu nyina mo bie mo ni na mo hwe nyuma amanfo ye ni nyina ho na ye nto abaman me dey at my standing point no I cannot support anybody because me feel say obi a dey baby a delegates na e dey na ba say nyina ye bo mo chidom na ye adwuma sane tie nti sane asemete.
Always pray to have eyes that see the best, a heart that forgives the worst, a mind that forgets the bad, and soul that never loses faith. These are my kind words for. Ose. Testimony there.
This is a senior man. With that communication and director. In the tree
the post super
of an quite
post super. Kwaba.
Oh, I'm a Joseph.
And boom to say.
No matter Roman, you know, this also here.
Radio so I will can say GD semi who ye and I just say, well, what you to say, and never been coy. So what I say, I know the major to say, and no man was also want to say, I'm assuming somebody be a new already. So I say, I say more.
And also now, maybe I'm to say a doctor near Brianna or can't the constituencies. And there's some constituency there. Normally, I was at the see and the see at the see near Ken O'Banty. The Kai pass on our book and the day upon Vaginaho. Your campaign to the Num to said, you know, I'm winning and I'm penny for the hour and my mom Papa Penco. I sent no for 12 man when him says I didn't be Simonti. And the young film I'm aware of Hunya and Cabby so I may home about. Yes, empty. And the Marco do be a monty. But as I'm back at MP on her non don't trust and got trans and I'm not can't trouble any puffer from I am Rano so power, nay, you bet me I consider said the I can or did to himself on why. I am Pastor Sadi and oh, yeah. I am
passing judgment too.
A lawyer, my boomer as well.
Passing judgment too.
Oh, well, fine, sir. Until sir, first, two things. Sir, criminal aspect no is ongoing. He's been prosecuted. And no until sir he is found guilty of offenses and as a charges preferred against him. It is deemed sir he is innocent. Your criminal jurisprudence in society, unlike the reverse in other jurisdiction where you are guilty until you are proven innocent. You're innocent until proven guilty. Until it is presumed, sir, until he is proven guilty, he is innocent. That is guaranteed under the Constitution. Article 19(2)(c) of the Constitution.
Simple. Oko to near gas and to a decabus so deep man before. And Yanwa. So Koran did so differ, no cry and shedant man. I am watching.
Oh, it depends on the charge once again.
Okay, what about once again?
What committee made them put out Wakase would differ. The law is that also go through the trial. But and you made a misdemeanor, first degree, second degree felony. You can
now where they are informed degree.
Oh, the charges of my prefer against him. Maybe a misdemeanor. Civil one. So civil one no there or no na okay. So no guilty or no say no guilty as civil one there. High Court declare say on qualify
and or review or call for it. No can't papa say or call for I can't so can't papa say when you happen I don't know say my
and the civil one Supreme Court so no
honorable on Crawford so appeal no be twa so
let's allow the cost to work.
Men can say mama me say no me appeal to him so tell ya why janka ya na wo kan ya do hototo and e better so be ma and onim say he's the only person so I'm attending can say him say NDC for presidential candidate. But I think the Casanutia he's only being diplomatic.
No, I never fact.
I bet program referendum democracy, so he has to speak like.
Any fact.
So I'm practice democracy. I'm party no. I do say I'm here. You declare so about them if you want to challenge John Mahama. what I say omo de omo friends John Mahama no say ya hohoro no ho
no but say Dr. Dufo ayi
oh Dr. Dufo de onya fa form ti e bompa say obefa form ti say akwa ba ko na ofiko fodu am so ti fa wi a I want
the processes don't go through
that process na say mo so mo animdifo mo titrefo mo ma obi a sabe e me dane yare for because of kofa form sa de na e wo mo party na nye say John Mahama will be contest in the pan more declare so yare montuma na monto aba ntia nan simple na so mo declare obi yare for sa
oh no so there's some people have contested him
one of contested John Mahama
we referee Fonka games
na nya Mahama na Mels ayi nana kunadu eno na chi no ana Mahama Professor Mels free mu no na Mahama ye no automatic which eno de sebe o ma nya ne sanko bi akra ntia se enti eno na chi odi 2012 ko ye wi a ye be ko 2016 no obi yi ni ti so be ko de ho anom ka sa akwa akra fe de oni party ka we bodamfo doctor say no na me ka say mo hwe na bi ansi bi o
let us go through our process
mo go through but ya me asi so far de ma ye no eye de so far ma ye na oba register ha na this for my figures are here maybe my who so to me order so many over subscription over 100%. Omo na declare 1 million votes in 2016 elections. I cover 2 months no dey call 1.5. E wi na do munya na 2012 na so te. Omo pesca dia e no mo ekuku figures. No mo dey baby Mahama ni so ntimi so omo do mo kan asem atobo. Omo ba ye adwuma de e de ne say omo ama basabasa bi ansi region. Eno na e ye de. And the person yesere ne say said omo ba ye na e ma kwan. Onzo on be asem before yada. Ya try chiri the region and mom even communication crime for fools na den omo commission am munya omo kan 2 weeks omo yom beko so omo ko enti other regions na mo so ya mo feel some ye too dominant na ya mo so mo makwan
no I don't
na so ye adia that is the kind of democracy pa man we betumi am yakọ henim tolerance enti ya sheda na demonstrate bibi say free sabri ko no in democratization no bibi a unia ewo upper hand manimfa now so far they said by yeah just give us
some problem no frame me
there will be a anti-man problem because me didn't fear some
I think that is the
me didn't fear some
kabi mami kabi
lawyer na me some dey me didn't fear some
okay so abono nso pa onsima aduonu miensa ewo democracy jumadie eso said yedi kan aboboso na two issues obetimi de wadwenkyere onsusuye no asimbisa aba na yensusuye ya hwese na 0551599933 just send us a text or a WhatsApp message. Review of free SHS and then matters arising from the report of the Auditor General. I did not say call me. I said send a text message. Okay, so Kwakwa.
Oh yeah.
Boko there.
Nyame adaroma. Mamencha atiefo ne ahwefo. Na na we hatare hye me bia na hye. Na me kwa ye ne 6.
Na yen
aka 3 asefo amantumi ankwa.
Cross country bi ayaye no ne no.
Me the pass wa mo me din se na late because na me fi konongo afi na meba.
Na me ka cross country ayaye ne a.
Na de ontumi asante ne de chese de we arrange ne tie no.
You call many we you call Brekum.
Wow.
So him say organizer na wo ho no we film. Won't oh, organize no 1 week.
Oh, okay.
Organizer na Brekum East.
Oh.
Emmanuel Amponsa o Imama.
Wow.
Yes, after the national conference no complaining of Nitine and unfortunately he passed until 1 week in the until you call ho. You free ho straight at the batch Rabu Sampai na EB or Chichire. You free Chichire and you cross from Chichire to Kukufu. Yes. And you free Kukufu at a cent. Wow, share the triangle. And then baby, I rura. It's not easy, but
I think they said they are there to an of course.
Of course.
And the union mom who can know your mamma shedding. It me cause 6 a cup.
Why are there?
Free education to review or not to review. I think sir. Some come over home. You ain't to me name that because and chilima and cry or mona fena or piano for no nyina da che so mo behu ba bia de ne sha se free e no kre what na ha na na ndisi ni ye discussion argument mo wan say oh Free education there. Ghana constitution almost try almost MPP for anka bi. Ona ne wom so sakra bi anya free education o ma we mu. Na brofo bi wo ha o de am interested and say nya progressive. Na lawyer da bia so na meta aka say NDC no so say no ho say be ma no ba akɔhye dem say me pese wo no ma ye do be nyina be wie. O wie a o say oba na nyima nye yie. Me ho aso expect ba. This constitution no mo twa no mo say free education wo no. At the point yeah, but can't say free education about so almost any possible. You to me, yeah, my way. You better tap on some ye big. And so at a crossroad, you are not sure what their position is, even till today. Now, another down for Dubai, and over 2 president for 4 years. So, yeah, no more say former president Mahama Kofabi by or pronounce so free education with Union man no more day school. So subvention okay,
but I'm told the president the video no is ready, so let's see if it's ready or more Emma Yentia Sama president so that we can discuss that in the context. So please MCR if the video of the president's statement ready, let's listen.
I have to make the judgment whether or not particular people should go or not. This same finance minister who people are calling for his strategy is the very man who took us very successfully out of the IMF program and helped us produce the 7% rates.
Okay, just give me a minute.
People are forgetting that. But he's the same figure, he hasn't changed. And I believe that he has the same determination to work us out of this crisis as he showed at the beginning of our Crawford Drain Sanana said, Yame, we are not over the segregation, discrimination, until we are the assembly. Better, let's have a system accessible to everybody. Which means fee paying exercise. The public sector schools. Everybody in Ghana. So Papa Wusiko, Unisiko. So Busia 40 years, 1 year. It's so we are about Fry or Ghana. Now we're Ghana. Your Pesonia Quine, now Kusku, now Kusia de Papa. It's the public sector schools there. It is better that we make sure that it remains open to everybody. Well, with the special arrangements, Emma, Uma, you are free to do so. Nobody is stopping you to do so. But the public sector schools, you know something? Nobody, a lot of people in Ghana, they have a very important fact. You know the first country in the world, free senior high school policy? The United States of America. At the beginning of the last century. That time American development, let's say not much further than where we are now, in the 1900s, just before the First World War. But one of your decisions said they will invest in education and open up the educational thing for everybody. I have no doubt. Say, one of the year our educational system will be part in America. High school, the BIO America. So, when American Negro walk quite so much high school free. The buyer no send on that name and discuss them. The buyer 2017, the lowest rate of growth in our history, certainly in the Fourth Republic, 3.4%. Inflation out of the window. We had the really bad micro atmosphere in Ghana. So if we repositioned our economy, we became one of the fastest growing economies in the world, growing at an average of 7% GDP growth per year, double what we we came to meet. And then these disasters occurred. COVID, the war in Russia, in Ukraine, the Russian-Ukraine conflict, which has disrupted not just the Ghanaian economy, the world economy. And those who don't want to recognize it, they want to bury their heads in the sand for their own political purposes. It's obvious. Let me just give you a couple of examples as we're making. Year 2021-22 budget in November. So you know, sir, budget one of the main price guidelines you use to calculate your budget is the price of oil. Because of say no power BBR crude oil, it gives you the energy to do everything you want to do. We budgeted at that time in November last year, realistically, for a $64 barrel of crude. This year, on the average, crude oil prices have been over $100 a barrel, i.e. somewhat 60 to 70% increase on the original calculation. Freight rates have trebled. You have an economy where you depend a lot on imports. Freight rates as a result of COVID, as a result of the Russian have traveled across the world. Global inflation.
The president interview on Obatampa radio kaswa for na ye video na o share enyumbra utie president asema waka enu se free SHS no or welcome genuine national discussion on the way forward of the free SHS. Enti bi aka say na president say SHS no free SHS no dey untouchable, nye debatable, on tase say yenye ho hwe. But what can you say, not just our concede say ayedin. Ebi nso so aka say president asema or can and say as people, as a nation, you discuss it. Now you heard the way forward as people in Ebebo and all that. And on an aqua and no gusa kwakwa.
And lawyer said na make said the NDC's position on free education sometimes are better controversial. Won't mean who do omojina homa. And president as more kind does not in any way could not to the all kind of say I did yes actually. President Pessoa say policy now the buy and or the Bama Ghana for. And a Ghana for Nyan so fast so. A Kabi Wumboy a Ghana for neighbor. And he used a very good word, genuine. Also be a word genuine. And so yeah, the policy in buy, na dear Ben and near the name you know. And they say the Dikan Beman cry, basic school, timin to us because of Sikasem. You be you my frequent lawyer on him say, Opa crack not na. They say I do baby I just call agency because I'm crana first nanka yentimi nya baby momo nko no free education baby break school omo kran so a omo antumi anko basic school antwa BEC no a omo pese omo gura TVET no and the vocational schools are almost Ghana ha nyina no TVET enso afo ma yetu omo fees fully to said free education ehwe enkrana course senior high school no so ho eno ntia ya den ama omo so omo pese 7 nkrofo ma be school no ndo ma ye include to dwuma ofie no so benya nipa and that is the focus about with buy say be ya you betumi ama mpuntu aba mpuntu start free nipa nankasa di onim because all person dey dwuma no onim hwe a ya dwuma den in the first place and e dey aba eno ho no ye mu say ho say eye adwuma ana say anya adwuma the first year ye dey free SHS buy e ho na me doctor ho na so use over subscription so ho the term no say afidi nipa nyina ba me hu say ampa say na genuine ahia for ma bi kafie to the sense afidi schools no facility aye wo no na nkura ne nkom de na ye ma bi nkotra fie dabi president said let's think outside the box through the minister sekeka omo tribo say enkofa de bi a friend double track bra the double track ye bodi na mo former president omo so on sa me di manim bi o omo so mo de ne ba magana for ya mo ho ya enwan wo say nyansa nim nyansa nim ni say ye yen hyehyɛ say akora bia be ko school ɛno no hu ni say nyansa nim adan because still no say double track na mo nim say nkora ni be kafi na che say defeat the purpose of implementing free education no anɔhwehwɛ say da be yan ko gina campaign platform so obenya biaka de to so mienu ehu say ehuma sua na nkasa no ade bi a infrastructure na de abo ye ho achi saa enti emfa double track na mra na yem enhyen emma ye nhye bi say ye wo adwuma ye na yempɛ kon abefa so be ye enso aba we true innovative thinking and you use to get fund ekwaji loan of 1.5 billion dollars omo disburse sika na kakra ne so on betra ha na omo eni nwa asem no mo kan e-block pe no ho se chese da bi omo nwene Ghana ho e-block okoti ha ma asem kwa no kwa akura ku fado asiba miensa na ago 18 classroom block headmaster office and na e-block no mo kan no and okwa ti ha ma asem kwa udra school no ma and then yes ago okọ KSS there ne kan no the school no kan yes e-block by 5 ya ye ne sa mia yes da bi let's go beyond that ko president Kufuor krom da ba ko hwe school yes ago me dey me say so ma anya sa school ni university no dey free SHS wa school ni bia enkrofo no ba am the one day be pe airline the university abaka so ma see university school of forestry fiapre me 1998 na me ko interview ho na mpesa me ko so mba so ma see university sa no mo ka no school of allied health yeah wo your friends a voter region na ye school a nursing school omba ye no ma ta no munim and we shouldn't build this infrastructure and leave it there. You kwa ada so ha. E den ye sie gu ho ye sie de be de. Creative arts no say secondary school level. Adai. Eti ni nyina ye creative arts university. Saa na ma we ni hu se. Ye mpesika ne nye ne ntentem. Nti na dormitory bi no ha ye si. Ye ni nyina asa de be ye be hye na education be du da bi ye nya no ye. And this for the be do ba bi responsibility wa. Me da bi me pese doctor ya me pese me no mo ya analysis. In 2008, Professor Mercy Shagana was Oba 4 years na president ko 4 years HS akono betwam because the dining hall Oba 2000 na one train resource one kra na first batch ni be 2011 dey ba hwa no twam adan ya ni dan 2016 campaign say be free education na more campaign say Ghana more ye because ye ni school that so what did you use the 8 years for? And do things after na Kufuor 8 years obi benya justification so because in school infrastructure you can't because oben we investing heavily eti na do dan Kufuor ko fa free education ba say enhye yen na yen pam kura nyina nkogu classroom na yen mo ye ho so sesi dan obehia ye nwie ye and to the sense teacher for ko kira dia ya mo lesson notes ni nyina o computer so aka primary school for dia menim say nche beba nti na no last 3 weeks or so any teacher dey do am say onya lesson notes so o computer no so what you say lesson notes no o computer no so say and na otimi translate na o ye research more than so of a notebook no I said that people will the teacher will at the end of the lesson na ye dey go so ama of a otimi follow ye research deeper into the ochre anything kakra free education ba ye no ade a oma ye mhyehyɛ ba ho ndc for no say dey ankura na bebon ti ade bi ye free bia no enye papa me boa na sa no mo kan ene so obete say ndc mp bi ti ba bi no odwa nanum a was my free health insurance card amobi ade bi ye free nye papa enso no no mo di tu mo me boa resource no I'm just taking you through core subjects the basis and ankura the progress in education. I know the oppo soko EMS where ya ba power 2016 offer English language sa SSC was no mo twa na nye free and crown 51% 51.6% in the pass integrated science 48.35 in the pass na nye free mathematics 32.4 and a pass in free social studies 57.4 and a pass in free ebere be free no 2017 be free no English language no free 51 or 52.24 integrated science free 48 equal 52 mathematics free 32 equal 33 sorry free 33 equal 41 and social studies free 54 eteba 42 eno ye bra na nkura no ye do ma chance the first batch of SHS nkura na ko free no school 2020 and results show you say from 2016 free 51 no mathematics could do 54 obviously free bar nkura na be bon pass integrated science from 2016 free 48 etwa mu akoduru 65 mathematics sorry first one here English mathematics here issue 2 from 2016 33.12 akoduru 54.11 and social studies is free 54 66 in 2020 and two busa say results no mo ka kire Ghana for say free be go na no kra nya no kra. Now let's come to the point of review and then a friend review yen ne mo Ghana for amodwene Ghana ho review kire ne ma mensa ade ne nhwem na nkoba bia e baktumi akona nim e se ba na chiam na chia na se be gina ba bia gina in the dictionary of the NDC e ba akopa ne se betwam. When they say review you ask them don't be kind say ade na pro nkra no empro nyinsa ba enti enye papa ntwam yebusa Dr. Sumani wo platform we so sesi a na se wa amfoso amonitrim a wo so say review no makaka what do they think say ya they have no plan they have no clue or say we akase mo say say mo review no makase and review no e de na mo ka de enti aduru ba bia review ye mu bia yam hyehye no ya awofo no kasa tro mo
must we was ye dwen say ye be review and as ye be revise free SHS no you discuss in the context of NDC for ana. Is it not the case Ghanaians people are more into academia nkrofo a civil society institutions and organizations individuals parents interest group can say bia yen from baby ayete no ye hwa bia nka we anyway ye ni say ya ebeboa. For instance, about for the argument about say, aden na yen hwe se wona wo bie wo betua fees no for omuma na genuinely wona wo ni bie no aban na tumi ahwe omo yie ama enema a wo se ye de mo no kra ya tumi ayi ne mo e de ama omo.
The point I make na wakase is the president so be all genuine mind ewa de no mra enipa na wo na ekotena ase na nkasa no pesa ade enigu no de begina ba bi campaign to ono na asem no de ro ba bi a wa hwehwe ne ya ma tiefo ante ase ya mfa nto nchen ansa no be proper contest na ba wie na omo de afra enti awofo no se ya kan review na ye opposite review no NDC kana ase kire nie free education yes ye de ba ma hia for me nya sure say president kan bi aso de ba ma adefo e ma tua school fees ba yen nyina nim say papa kwabna kese afeso na so call registrar general sorry call diary no ko file a sika otua ma aban no e bi ahwe nkura no be ya apem school e Ghana enti at the end of the day we say e bi a kwabna kese dia o de ba obetimi atua nti ono ne ba bi akọ school ontia ono ko hwe nkrofo ma enu ankasa sebe enye proper I say health insurance
enye
proper health insurance yem fa na say bitua premium anyare okay they say o na yare ntimi kotua ma me de me yare a me mfa bi nhwe me nsa ko pesika nkotua but in the case of bitua ma anyare no ye de hwe ahiafo yi na mum say me yare a that premium na bitua so I say hwe bibi
no ba kwa wo ken
I hope you get the scenario but premium ma anyare a
no problem
but the problem yem fa hwe bi na me yare so ase mitimi tua premium nti mensa ko pesika for hwe because metimi ahwe mo yare
no but sad insurance no ebia obi atua premium. Yes. But premium no your categories until obi timi decide say me meko up to this level me DSA
health insurance
now how many people na
health insurance in Ghana
no but how many people na
the fundamentals
skafo a wo kan almost so sa national insurance
no I'm just citing an example say papa na otua tax me de hwe ahiafo no say obetumi nti otua ne sika ni nyina kogu abai ko fasima ne baba akoko school a ono yen sa ba ne kotua school fees
if for you willing
enye tobo
if for you willing
enye willing what you will not tonche enkrofo position say omo betumi ni ntua enso so otua tax na so onye willing kura na wo see wo scanty according to your classification he should go ahead and pay the best school fees and I may say rationally ono no wo hwe ahiafo no chance na ono konsuo gum na ahiafo nyina sabi no o sabi no ma enye bone eno nti so ye mistake na aka so bia obetumi ahwe ne ba bia ahwe a ebeduru ba bi no be man krofo ba bonte abeda na ahiafo so no mo yadefo
no but eno no enye is it not the case say ya ye build database ebia sa Ghana card ayeye ye synchronization integration with other system ebema ye hu say look kwakwati we ebia ode ne ba ade SHS before SHS no or the neba eco school ogotua dollars and or then the back of private school, he's paying so much because he's ready to invest on the education. It drew say or call SHSR. Now or you willing say the bano or obetia fees at the aboa genuinely or no you're ready to pay her. Despite tax, should we not give the person
opportunity to pay? And me, I Ghana card, my baby and who Ghana card. What I say? And say, my baby acquire Ghana card. And your parents, my band, your sons, all my did this, and above papa did this, or in the squawk. Okay, Oko school, I know about private school. Now, why actually school no fees out here. No one link it to me. I meet me Triasa, a crown fees, no who send me. Who you may fees a category of seven here, parents who meet me a tria, every moment, but he didn't know. And it's integration, no yard, unless say any public cast me percent me school fees. The argument always is here and say, Yema won't bet me a piano, Yan president say, Obibo Sika, or national this time I do level up. But may come and here for Sabi. I will for no to fees, not as a mammy. Dr. Asmaniotti, a likely saying you'll be able to make a fees. And so free education and they are a prayer one day. Echo Cassa, Yamman Crofobin Tia and Crofobit Mietria. Now, quite says Coco scholarship on the honor. Dr. Asman never fetch off a form from me, a man back. I could free 7 and Madame Mama who here no back of fee. That's what we do it. It will come back to a study about a fast scholarship now. I said, Obi. And na or tenase no we decide say we merit say obenya that's the point say enye ade be slow no you get no level no credit system no betumi a kire say no kura pa we na qualify we na qualify
in discussing it
and be slow so discussion e pa nyai chinchina ye man krofo bi ntua discussion you starting discussion no
because is it not because
we are jumping the gun. Maybe point we are jumping the gun.
Never be me I say. Because of challenges are bia.
Some challenges say anto ye bo enye mfiri ho a. Problem na wo ho no ansa na free education be better come back to it.
I'll come back to
it. I want to be fierce so.
Then it's kwa mesia ba ho enche bia. Then it's kwa is the Ashanti Regional Communications Director. Is a very senior person. The post so a year. Memana post so say nye post ketwa. O ya Santimante ma we communication director anya wona party the crowd. Menko Dr. Asmani Hona menye na adwenche on this. I'm happy because nipa here discusses this issue we nyina no one word the other no bia into so academia kind of anti ema appreciation here interesting. Dr. Asmani here as my president working. Yes, Dr.
Asmani. When him say, "Sisi akwakwa," I said, "Ni didn't Guinness Books of Records." We're creating dictionary, MPP kwakwa dictionary. I just say review, just say you chum. Ordinary say review, just say you be chum. NDC for the review, just say you be chum. That is not correct. Let's get it. And a two or say your math teacher for computers. Man, they almost lesson news. They look at their lesson news on their laptops. That is not correct. Because me, say laptop to me, you will be. Ghana flag na deche. The buy BBN so. My wife has it. My wife teaches at one of the secondary schools in Ghana here. And you know, they propose to say, the back scheme of work. Let's see knows this annual manoma. Unfortunately, no, a buy and count. Now, even in that case, the laptop were paid for. Teacher for the triaka, even though Abanse would be. I agree. Indeed, this goes to tell you, say, maybe encophobia or one, no crabby or one. Among country abino. The information I was saying, meaning I got here. When you see a teacher for laptops, lesson knows to be able to. Even the few now, almost say, I was on a bit there, but basic school for the also. But they still do the lesson notes. Almost second supervisors here from CISOs. Almost say no. They say my mom laptop no so. Now we are one copy. Eddie go book mu. Now they are babbage. If you like, can open the phone lines. It could mean say if you are sending a buy no person your man no on the ground and cause I know my say of the information no bring a buy no and cause in the lack of dissemination information no it can lead to misrepresentation nti abafi che bibi ekoso na bibi ankoso me pe say I'm very glad to say na nado na agye atum say the free SHS with genuine comments na bia e be here review we say the first person ye ho banta we can Director General of Ghana Education Service they can say the free SHS is going to undergo review ade chimpe na menua o must be tin nka che omo buy so the Director General is I don't know anything the all can hear different the ministry has not got any plans of reviewing anything from the ministry. But at the end of the day, I'm glad to say, Nanado Naja to say, maybe there may be the need for a review. Sure, we won't say, you see the power chasano, when you send a chair, achia. The free SHS is a good policy because me have told you say, me minima collabia on the bar me house or buy or no politin, then the support in the seminar. Was it be a cabiano? I bind the paper. But that child has been able to finish secondary school. My mount say, even before the MPP came to power 2017, now at their secondary school for basic day schools, all the students no munches can be but borders.
No PTA no mutia bi wa na PTA do so kwa kaboma.
But at the end of the day, no, I buy finding in Ama, they are no mutia boarding fee. But that notwithstanding, the MPP for the free education. Buy a ton tare to school fees here be a month for. And I had to say, a do baby a yard for 5 years. Who's a quack of the statistics we buy, or the 2016 thereby, or the 2017. The first SHS started in 2017, Neko 18. First batch, no movie 2020. But all along, I didn't appreciate your performance. No, social statistics now share graph now. I'm glad to say, smart, Abba, one of a statistician. Abba. The thing was appreciated, but I'll see a tear. I say, on my BBA, I'll say move from one level to another. And I be my bet to us, when people are bet to us. In the stage, in the year, my arguments say the things, some of the things need to be reviewed. You can't say review and just see a trouble. Review no I can, and yet only with funding you. There were no more brave or one outside. You review, when him say, see at the Oba. Senior lawyer way see adoba call school like achumama graduate driving secondary your child cannot move from driving secondary to driving secondary year C school oba entimi move from C school to B school entimi move from B school to A school ya do ba so call A school what do we move from A school to B school? What do we move from B school to C school? I say category no I didn't account. And why I also had obo. This is how person will call transfer. You move from one C school to another C school, and now from one A school to another A school. You can't cut across. Which I say, but sociology will say we are making stratified education. Just say, ya teacher was out there. Aha na abede. Obeko. Aha na obeko. These are some of the things you are saying. Say it needs to be reviewed. When him say Obawo, ever say Prempeh College. Now they say we are we no ko Opoku area. I just Africa conquering. Are you aware, lawyer? Decentralization anymore. I just I'm telling you, Kwakwa. I'm an educationist. This is a research. Ubako regional office. Ubako school. Ebema assurance. Ubako school officer duko. Ebema assurance. Odi Accra. Free SHS secretariat, normal amount, assurance, letter out there about school now, so con work with assurance. Over quack 3, 4, 5 times. Possibly, quack was why be there be a why be that because of his social capacity. Me met me at Nakumasi, sign your man by phone call, met me, but beside me, nana, and I say, a sapon, nana, Dr. Sapon, nana, or a sacropon. How will he be able to do that? When him say you day student, say be a school at my day student. There is never an instant I obey me a move from day student to become a border. If you are no free back, I need never be told you so mine as a day student. That is ourselves. I'm going to dying. At the man about 15-year-old chap. These are the things we are saying. Say it needs to be reviewed. You'll be surprised to know, say, even though you see free SHS, tell you something about Kwalano, and you co-pay mass English science and social studies. The other electives, you know, they don't provide them with textbooks. Mass English science and social studies, and you call Nti no they are buying provide even to the extent say why chief examiner's report for number of years or might be continuous 3 years but elective no parent no so tifio him say neba yaman the textbooks. Let me give you a scenario say aban already say obema kwala na aduane adi omu ntweska aduane ne ma ask yourself say why aduane no emba because nipa wa supply aduane no I will say aban den etuanka uko minister of finance. I think one of the people can say education watch when there were these food shortages no can say the government has put in place plan I will say supply aduane no suppliers no be supply bibia
and then on a buffer stock for
buffer stock for aduane no ma because say aban ntuaka ye no the minister of finance or Brempong the president's nephew on Tuescan. You know, the suppliers at the point in time they were not supplying.
Saying president nephew, they say we can say
Minister for Finance.
Simple.
The Minister for Finance. So therefore, rather this is your champion. This is a Ghana. Nipa mi esapena omani ya omodia. The president himself, the Minister of Finance, and Gabi Asaro Chidako, and na bidia tunum.
Gabi is not government official.
It's not government official, but it's the de facto prime minister. How to bring for us? I don't know ruler man. Who can office here? Nipe run office na chain. Nipe presidency.
No, because be private officer. That's just
say what they appointment business. In the Gabi catch us at ne. You have a man ministerial appointment. Oh yeah, then you have the man.
Hey.
In the what we are saying is the free SHS is a good policy, but it needs to be reviewed.
Okay.
Me say personally, no. There's Skebia no Mutuama teacher for. I am vehemently against it. Let me give you a scenario. Almost intervention. No matter Skapudo, no they are my teacher for. Are they working for the intervention? When you say because the free SHS no Kwaranko school from Anopa 7:30, Omopon 3:30. No my intervention 2 hours account. The human body. Into your makeup prep no more. I mean, I'm an educationist, meaning what is going on. Into we are saying, sir, there are certain aspects of the free SHS. It needs to be what? Reviewed.
Okay.
That is what we are saying. Into your sabano or Jitu say, you see, Omano, Yang Omani, when you become a party in government, now we need to take you over leadership. I saw as I say, you and come together, near develop woman. One thing I say review say, now the system has been over politicized.
How?
When you say, MPP Headmasters Association.
No, then what's wrong? A private association. What's wrong with that?
Now before you can
say, co-phobia to say, maybe I have said, headmaster before say, so that Calabar couldn't person for me on my association.
So the system has been politicized. It's good if they will do it, but don't politicized system we say, and the headmaster close so over casa. Inti nyoma no a wo se koso na wo kana ba no timi hu se e bia nyoma nkoye inti no yenye ne ye no they are afraid to talk. Inti I'm glad to say na do agia to mu say at a point in time the free SHS needs to be reviewed. If it is not only about funding, also funding say get fund or as you can say funding the monies we are getting from the get fund can provide funding, but there are certain things we need to review it to ensure say it becomes a better thing. When him say because of the free SHS Sakola say the headmaster school no your more enrollment of 500 for 2021. It is expected say Akola no be do 2023 no be exam. You should be able to enroll 500 students into the WASI exam. So when you enroll it is assumed that you have underperformed. It is obi to be back from one. Obi do one semester. No continue year academic year no edu third year na be WASI no. The headmaster for no 2 car. Na question kwala say I'm register because him say at the end of the day no the returns no will not work out. You'll be surprised to know say because they have a league table headmaster for us and performance contract in spite of all the resources available no. The headmaster no fee say performance contract the league table no be to no 2022 wasi ejusuma and I say Obright secondary school when that war. So indirectly today and nam no wire official be kasa or say or vigilation now I know say all call rounds when say even though the headmasters pretend as if they are not interested in the children cheating, but when the children cheat and they are not caught or managing,
okay,
because at the end of the day results to the bano say the school no call that one let's just don't know why they worry the best friend na kon kan say then na unkwala no why then adato the what we are saying is the free SHS is good but nyoma bi o I was say ye na ye system say ne be ye papa
Bedas Dr. Smani and I would say no and you our democracy Jumadi so relax just note the point no relax note the point beba relax note the point relax note the point note the point or can we between no then and I said me no relax I'll come to you just note the point I'll relax oh man noting it down okay no noting it down na mama ma papa na kwa ba ya de kwa nya una host program mama ma na kwa ba
co-host
obeda co-host
apart from that the whole this version aka say yintwam no what is obi aka nsema papa yi kan bi what is obi aka bi da
so
take your time there be onkwa na waka be mama ma sa credit we and never be okay na enye no correct for instance say oka say
and I'm see note it down but who be note it down
don't mean ko board there enye no correct
it is true
there be teacher for no headmasters na be admission mo be declare vacancies owo it based on space ya wo no e no na ye kire nkra ye post o makoboard say in the process now mo gusu ya admission no say headmasters ni create spaces bed spaces are they write back to the free SHS secretariat near more approval say 20 extra spaces then they are able to roll other people as borders I don't know person correct too
okay
so that but I don't want us to
say okay I'll come to you Dr. Smansapon
lawyer thank you
na mpom to say
nyamiadum lawyer mpacho onso
nyamiadum me hoye pa okay Dr. Smansapon said that we know he is a lecturer at Kumasi Technical University. In fact, on a director for research and innovation development at Kumasi Technical University. He say he's a poster researcher and a loving person who has Ghana.
Lawyer, thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Smansapon here, President Asema Waka with respect to free SHS. And then you bring I'm happy to say nipa na ya wo hanyina obiara no related to education. They discuss educational issues.
Good. Sinale amedo asipa mama etifo ni ahwe.
Mo messages do mon send embra discussion na ye no for the future of Ghana, for the future of Ghana. That don't let us be overly political about this thing. Yeah, send messages suggestions there and the idea be making input into the debate and as a discussion.
Great. Mechia ya hwefo ni yetiefo omusha yen no mo mutie yen free Ghana fa na anya no ni baby nititru wasa amemfiman. Nyame aduma 18th na ye hye da Kessben nase afa hye kese pa. Ewo wasa ekropon omahene tetrete kwamra sachim ne mpanimfo betenase ya man hodo sofo ne Ghana hampanimfo nyina de omani kire wasa to we wasa ni ba na onye wadwene se afahye ubeba bia eye whole week omode anafa kan calendar ho ne bra yeda ebusuafo so beta ye chi Begro Presbyterian Secondary School ye launch ye 50th anniversary one crying
okay
yeda mpanimfo beta ye chi ni nyina date no ankasa 16th of December
school no one crying na
there be Begro achim
and I'm launching program launching one crying
the lunch okay. But the main program would happen in Begro on campus
oh simple question na bisa so launching so mo ye no remember say me hu pen no what my clarification
yeah for good reasons na e person ye launching no but main program no e be koso we Begro nyame aduma 16th of December e kwa kakra wo mti ahombo an nyekese
so no mu na won kran na akoto Begro
okay but the sun rises from the east and
sets in the
west
okay
great and the madas here we na ma champion for some no studio me of asmeni na menua kwakwa review in fact word bia no ho o de senior lawyer ni ma papa word bia na ni meaning ni yemiensa you the golden interpretation of every word I no for the avoidance of doubt obia na dwen onwuni bebiri nkwachire nya yi bia no the word review would have its meaning cast in stone. Then we have the literal meaning and we have contextual meaning. Obi kan sem na which makes you review chrono, but depending on baby the names some kind of the word review can have a different meaning. And then the mischievous one they a bit in say now you so for cry na but you no can say papa ye bia na or the name baby and now the word review a bit controversial word, especially about free SHSR. I'm a review no depend on who is speaking senior lawyer. The word review one you who yeah na as for
the subject varied
absolutely but mestre say especially if I ma ne yenuanum kuma adesua ho die yemfa the word review no in its golden interpretation. In the golden interpretation of review ade am fa so watu anamon ba ko mienu miensa na wusi akira behwe se be yesi ni wotwa sa no nim se de chiachia aso mitumi na mienu miensa ko manim no machichia ya na bibi chia menya hu ya na in monitoring and evaluation wo ye MNE a obi a why MNE do akire bia nim the phrase. There's a quote that whatever gets evaluated gets well done. Nyame anim ni Ghana yempe evaluation of our adi ye monitor and evaluate your projects. Somewhere in 2012 and your friend me team of consultants be one the first ever review of school feeding. So that time now school feeding are running for almost about 5 to 6 years and or even more, somewhere 2012 2013 thereabout. Now me one of the consultants in charge of Western region. Na me regional school feeding coordinator near Adina na namwa na obua me in assessing the various caterers na evaluate the adi. I don't know where the final report is now because I mean I didn't have access to the final report. But near Noah anka school feeding kra nanka from the time it started nanka any official review report bia on it. E kire who we are abrofo be ya de a omusha that spend the time here baseline study. In your benchmark I dey assess the success or failure of nya ba be na brano. In fact, Ghana yenisika we are described as a developing country. Into a census every 10 years. Census ni ye mu pa anka ye annually o. Ebi no mu ye no 5 year interval ni ade. But ye 10 years because of maybe resources ni nema. But yes, anka you have to be up to date with any changes that is occurring to your program. You have to be up to date. How do you get up to date? By pausing intermittently to review, to take stock. So you find process control. The thing is moving. People are coming and leaving the process almost every other time. But you must control the process and you hear a word review. No. But I am not dependent on who is speaking. My first point they say the word review no and your word money. Ghana, a lot of our things don't get well done because we don't review them, we don't evaluate them. You need baseline study before we launch on a program, and you need timelines. Yashasha to see do how you be break here take stock. There was a timelines in can you be no better in review, and the entire program would have indicated say, oh, yes, a program I see every 3 years or every 5 years. Because education was SS4 no more than 3 years. Said, yeah. And think can year more cohorts be a free process in the we should have taken some review of a D. Now you make sure say we are always in control of the process. Only one thing good about process control. Process control different methods idea process control is one of my major areas. If ever could be volatility analysis. One thing that volatility and in process control timi bua pa and say ultimately detect an event before it occurs. In fact, the companies, especially explosives for if they take that bit very serious, they can detect some of the accidents that occur before adi. Ebiane food shortage, ebiane overflow of dormitories and kurani bitimi broso, ebiane classroom sizes are overflow then it comes under process control. So you take a periodic review of the processor. We will be in charge of the systems. Okay. Accidents at some no you make crazy no as an AC. Yeah, I'm trying my headmasters in I interview with media houses to tell them it tells us we are not in control of the process. Yeah, the politics need to be at everything that gets evaluated gets well done.
Okay.
Yem peta a debinsi ho. Now you review the free SHS. I'm not using the mischief, the literal one that people. I mean, I'm sticking to the golden interpretation of what review is, and I think that is a good call. President Ahente said the entire educational sector is going to be reviewed. Me sure say it will include free SHS. Now see how for no so no be fan. I think say now I think textbooks no. Abba say bibi sa nisa. I check there, but I mean ni yemu ni nyina yepe. Let's take stock. JSS4 Bebrenoa needs renovation. Special program to elevate JSS4 no. I say how for no should come up. Na yenhwe na honor formation ni nyina yekoso. Akura no ye ka bibi about maintenance culture. He shouldn't be living in a on him one nature classroom and you are talking about maintenance culture. Teaching him maintenance culture in the room. In fact, let's take a full holistic adi. Teachers are stakeholders. For a very, in fact, see a review here. Teacher for mami. Let's take a serious survey opinion of teachers. Serious one. Pa the teachers class in they will give you very insightful things. I also from the first 6 years of free SHS and propose to you some solid recommendations. School by school basis because I mean near my course of penny was and to say ebia maybe grow Presbyterian secondary school we there and Satia nyanti me nti review no so let me caution say me into ni nyina mom as if say adi yenhwe specific cases and na ye solve problem yenhwe ye be for solution when ebia the solution to Nafana secondary school Kusiedi. It is school specific. Now in this school specific assessment the teachers would help us. The teachers would help us, Papa. In fact, teacher need be up a free SHS. No, only that. Baby, no, I you almost say student-centered program too much. And so, say students need teachers. No, we will not achieve the results we want. Let's get to them. Let us have their views on the matter. And na ye pesi ye program no on the heads of assisted schools. And so, ye very very important stakeholders in this review. Ye mbe omo. Na ye nyina jina say ye bobo pressure fi the eye ye review. Review all these recommendations we are suggesting will come on board. Na yahwe stakeholders no. Ni ehu hia me pa ye review ye inform nka ho pa ye faith based organizations for no.
Sorry
no almost schools no. They have a role. A very big role. But sisi anakwa say free SHS no are the link most of these stakeholders from the program. One day they must all be brought on board. There will be a funny role or player. In summary, what I'm saying is that review no. See a funny golden interpretation that's very necessary. And that be yes in the trust names in the church one take a break and share wechi bakum yenumi and sabia baby and take the new step forward. Okay, fine. From the lessons I mess you into no fitting echo and say so far individuals many opportunity at your margin but if you know isolated views. Very very isolated. Which also they take a decision I just open general measurable indicators be now assess it from all these relevant stakeholders including the CSOs and everybody interested. Now for your group impression of the entire program. And no say no crowd we are buying. Before the ring and no say no crowd we are buying. You are insulated. You get immune from because I am man for adjune. And I will report in the who implement it. And my own unya for within your assume kakra. Yes, I'm for the say, yeah, a person a mark up a person in Nigeria. Yeah, no, now where you were from and now baby. So, yes, those views have been isolated. But one day, seeing you back together. Now, yeah, take the review in this golden interpretation here 201. Yes, you bring a very fine next level because your first level near who the challenges we will get a fine next level your education never call Emma boy in a lawyer.
Beda CP Dr. Smart Sapon Osheno Etino Enyumbre or say a review no then put in it proper context very necessary. Yes. Saint Michael of Saint Michael Printing Press, my deepest condolences to you for the passing away of your father. Our deepest condolences to you. May you be strengthened at this time to be able to withstand the pressures and the sadness that would engulf you at this time. Why my prayers and my condolences. Enyumbre democracy jumadi na uhye eno anso so na utie o Kessben television and on Kessben radio. We're live on DSTV, we're live on Go TV, we're also live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube. Enyumbre wadwenche unsusu ya wasimbisa sene aba enchakra no ebe kenkan nyina. Dr. Asmani ewo ha, Mr. Dennis Kwakwa ewo ha, Dr. Smart Sapon ewo ha. Yedwen Ghana ho enyumbre issue ayedi kan aka ho asem whether or not the free SHS or for that matter education in Ghana will have to undergo some discussion for possible review. Genuine discussion.
Lawyer, thank you.
And thank you. Now me making kind messages. Quickly now. Quickly then I come to the thesis.
Dr. Smart, baby, you know, we baby. Chemoho. Ghana yape kwa foforo bi so atwe ho afri sade na ho na wanhwa saa nkomodie no so say dina dwene to ka isolated cases bi aba bi odiko wie say obi o sine banko prempe bi age tum so betua na say Ghana is ka fo nyina so no ma selected best schools no so had me baba kometua
na enoka correction no
until the make
why any submission
yeah but me trade bi me
opinion ono
sade na wo ho onim say na wo ho because there were times at first no I'm not criticizing you, I'm only trying to expatiate on the point matter say there are dangers so
no be say
now but now na make come say
isolated debate no
isolated issues
that's why I
say edu ba bia be school by school basis what I say be kura betumi aba say bi obi aka say me dey me person back up prempe me prepared to pay and I make say
o si so far
now man we mu say school akase na nkrofo say school papa nyina no o ma me eno papa ntimi ntwia na ntimi nkobi what I say because school so no this here either physical cash me ba bia against school bia na asante ready that time na no pan na nipa ko entoma no so okone ahehye ntoma broche ntoma I dey copy admission here ni ba unko be
president Louis na pesoka se Louis na pesoka
da bi nya no onim school no president ko for ba ye no ko for computer school placement ba no there na person dey here na say 7 here ni bi ba so etimi sha for Aisha Dako e wo bi adisa de kali
but even today still
people pay price nya no kre oh there we can oh ya ma oh generalize no and to the magnitude of it no in those days nya no bi na bi na wo kan men ni wa chinye say e bi obi nkotua skanya priority placement. I'm not saying that, but the point is that they never hot it. They never so any schools. They know you're trying home the free education. Meant to meet as a beer, me educationist. But as a matter 12 years as a professional teacher, me ma committee me a resources of one cra. Meant to meet rank and I say baby one year per do. And perfect system, but even in the days of baby and train ordinary schools on Quancra, you support to move feeding near your problem. It is a nest. I had the quantum of resources. I say, I find the yet, I find with me actually. And until ye mere Dreamuna, shall say, benefit no, outweigh your challenges and as your shortcomings.
Okay.
Now, you is as ye criminalize ya, dear, I'm not quite to say, and your papa.
Is that what people are saying?
Oh, yes. What for not in Yano or manager? Okay. But figures are a discuss free education. Omo mu opportunity, be a politicians, be a social be a media. Omo mu opportunity no. They try to make it look bad.
Koko, I want to say parents say you phone lines is here.
Want
to parents or general concerns say.
So yeah, say me say any perfect.
Okay.
Bed on say bed them credit. Bed them credit. And now kwa schools will be to be extra best and the mattresses go no more train say. But first no, now for craft tomatoes then will be an the bet me become. And so you be a parent and they obey me more than they are buying no. And the majority of parents are buying with draws our support to now. I want man be sakufi.
That why we are
when I hear him say oh me no yard in the dog concert and then for the first time said this in you buy yard. Obey charge me no yard because I can. And some genuinely me who say
past 4 5 months. Visiting hours be am kabanku ene dokuno ena 1,000 am the command ene wa ma bia am catch say me go to ni nyina wie no enu ya afra me say ochina visiting hour no emma so the go next week why we are saying you some of this
okay
we na kai na osa kan de ba akofa transfer no na me say nya no cross enye sa the parent who here say oh per transfer won akon kan on say process e kroma ye fam no bia through bureaucracy say me ama nko a enye yi so person do ba ko school a o uni free school bi ko school bi a no so ba ko school no a akra no o person de no ko no akwa ma yatma no to chese o akra no vacancy wa ha na de akoba bi akra no ko school no onya hu say yama approve a o system a o integrate sa concerns ni nyina into the system e ma no ko free SHS secretariat
okay
enti wo na ayete say ye kro
follow up
so am fa people
now you follow up
oh but do ba bi
some of them what could let and if in kraba me transform at the end of the day omudi anko new schools you know the headmasters had to sack them to come back to the old school.
The say new school no so ma approve so benya vacancy and send transfer no so how come
so there may be lapses we have to
that is what we are talking about.
Okay now mama ko na me hwe dia Ghana adihye Ghana adihye nso ye nkotie ni awo kan nwumbre efa ayi free SHS okay me na me say Ghana adihye ye kokan na etie ni omo so kan nwumbre. The president said discussion and not review. He should allow parents to pay PTA dues so that it can be used for development. Primary teachers' laptop are still not in. Segabis new edibiasi zongo edia ode abanano but laptop ebinum susu saka onde. Okay. Good evening to you, lawyer. I am Mark from Kumasi. Please tell the MPP government that NAPCO trainees need their 11 months arrears if they can't absorb us into the mainstream. We NAPCO trainees can't ever be grateful for this inhumane treatment. Capito, Patriotic Voices. So good evening to you, lawyer. In fact, you people are doing a great job. Keep it up. Watching you live. But Ghanaians vote for the NDC is like putting your hands into fire. So we should not make that mistake to vote for the NDC again. They will take us to doom, so he says. Oyibo Boateng from Nirebehin says, okay, I'm not sure this one is... I support President Akufo-Addo 100%. There must be broader conversation or consultation of the Free SH program for the betterment of Ghana and our dear students. So Ibo Boateng Nyerebehin sends us this one. So far, so good. Teacher Eric Manso Watreso, aka Ubiara Hia Sika. Ghanaians should have faith and trust in MPP government. They are only party which can move Ghana forward. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. So does Kwakwa think MPP will win 2024 after dumping some of us, the youth, especially NAPCO trainees, by owing us 10 months? How do they expect us to survive? Chief from South Sontreso sends us this message. He says, free SHS is weakening the basic level So the MPP government need to use cut-off point to make JHS people serious. Okay, Shaddai from South Central sends us this message. Ajambori Baba from Wiamuaso says, for education, Nanado has failed woefully. Free SHS is struggling with materials and other logistics. Monies for better education is wasted unnecessarily with no school built under Nanado or basic schools with no future. Schools would have been better and well managed under the visionary leader Mahama and NDC. Hashtag Mahama Beba. I didn't hear that. Teacher Constitution from Yamuasu says, please tell the NDC man in your studio to stop throwing dust into our eyes. Do we buy a new laptop at 500 Ghana cedis? The government pays 70% of the amount which we teachers pay 30%. Is NDC an option even if MPP government is not performing well? Well, that's the question he's asking, but Dr. Sabo Kaya no meaning why because it's a 500 Ghana citizen. Good evening to you, lawyer. I am Lawrence Boacheke Buche, Asenua Asoron Kwanta near Unity Oil filling station. In fact, NAPCO trainees are dying for no reason. It's high time government is dealt with them peacefully. Okay, NAPCO trainees. Good evening to you, lawyer. I'm watching you live on Facebook, Kessben TV, inside Kokoso news site near 4BN military barracks, and greetings to Dr. Smart Sapon of Kumasi Technical University. Okay, thank you, he says. Good evening to you, lawyer. In fact, this free education is good policy, but there's a lot to review. If not, that we will not have a good leaders in future. I thank God that President has accepted to discuss and this review issue. Okay, he says this is coming from Big Andy inside Sefshi Papase. DJ Opadimo from Ayeswami says anytime MPP bring good policies, then NDC will kick against, but when they come to power they will pick it and execute it. Hey, NDC copy. Okay, he says this one says, lawyer, good evening to you. If I can recall, when Free SHS was launched, the finance minister indicated clearly that those who are willing to help should donate to a certain fund that was created by the government. I want to know how much has been donated so far. If the figure is insignificant, then some of we Ghanaians are hypocrites, and the president should focus on his policy that he's delivering to the nation. This one is coming from Evans in Tutuka Obuase. He says, aka Baumia is our hope. Lawyer, thank you indeed. Free education is a savior to Ghanaian parents and students. It needs a review, but not a review that will put much financial burden on parents. Okay. Interesting discussion this evening. This one is coming from Sami Boachea Saman Kese. God bless President Anado. As we speak, the major roads across the country have been fixed. Doomsaw has been a thing of the past, and it tells you MPP is on course to fulfill the promise we make to Ghanaians. Almighty Free SHS is ongoing. If NDC tell you review, they mean total cancellation. NDC can stay in Kumasi for 100 years. They will lose 2024. Breaking the 8 is the ultimate. Okay. Okay, let me read few of the messages and I'll come back to the studio. This one says, when Dr. Smasapon speaks, everyone understands him. Pachibe from Jacobu sends us this message. Pachibe, I love your name. Your name is very fantastic. Aliu Abrantie Ehia Zongo says the review of the free SH policy is long overdue. The government must eschew arrogance and do the needful. The current state of the policy is nothing to be proud of. This policy, if not reviewed, will gradually collapse the entire education system in the country. This one says, lawyer, for the review we can add something to it. For instance, some of the schools have huge lands which can be used to do farming. For the school to reduce government cost, Albert sends us this message. Should do farming. Good evening to you, lawyer, and your panelists. For me, I would never subscribe to review anything concerning free SHS. We don't have rich men in Ghana. The so-called rich is quote. Go to student loan outfits. It is only the rich who are benefiting. Go to scholarship secretariat. It is only the rich who are benefiting. Go to Cocoa scholarship. It is the so-called rich who are benefiting. Okay. So with regards to free education, there is no rich person in Ghana. Seydou Yaya from Dinase Efija Kwabre North. My best regards to my MP, he says. He's also raising a critical issue for our engagement. Okay, teacher constitution, Jamboree, I've read your message somewhere. So this one says, good evening to you and thanks for the good work you're doing for the nation. In fact, the MPP man there can truly, okay, I won't read the word I used. Does he know people still stay home because parents can't afford to buy items for their what? I spent more than 1,700 Ghana cedis before my son could go to school 2 years ago. In Muhammad's time, I spent 820 Ghana cedis before my daughter got into SHS. So what is he saying? Nana Owusu from Koforidua sent us this message. Please call me back on my MTN number. Okay, I'll call you. I hear. I will buy your express instructions. The president said discussion and not review. Okay, I've read your message somewhere. Okay, if you are sending any hi to a certain Emmanuel, are not on this program. Maybe if you send, I will read it and mention your name. Lawyer, good evening to you. No review, no SHS, but we are paying the house dues. Okay, greetings to my stronghold banner from Manshia. Okay, let me come back to the studio for further discussion with regards to the free SHS assembly. We call the last this, I won't say last round because that is dangerous. I will say I will go for the last discussion. I will come back to the Auditor General report. Now, I will just give you two minutes. Make sure I say if you review and I say discussion we ba enam say ye ko IMF for and IMF for share and say ye sa discussion no ana. Straightforward question. 2 minutes.
President I won't we president I ni person. President or busana question. Or the mama so no yaba or president I only president I want to the phobia. And when to going from program to program, place to place, people talk about see and review. And all my response genuinely. And then I'm here and with yakuma pana. So be friends said baby do not pursue a charging pa. Ehian se san ye kakra betumi ahia ne adwene ho enche se bia e bewie no na sikasem ne yekoka ebi kura sikasem homam asa de oti doctor on zame ka say ne wa very insightful ideas say ebi kura ye niam nketenkete a ekoso o kan director general of GS asem say okoka review no bi tian no bi anetian the free education secretariat and program is from the office of the president and part of GS and so director general of Ghana Education Service has no direct influence on the how it is organized. So say I'm passing no paya, then that's all retracted because I know no mandate. So betcha say very event, you know the and find your politics. Sanity or more staff who staff from the office of the president. That is how they are captured on payroll. Okay. And the president the friend say Ghana for can be bra ye nko tie de ye ka what as them say NDC for can be ye nya enim de person moka and the doctor share inside for ideas bi so be share bi so de ba ko ni bia and the president anya ye me for ka kire say obe make sure say ya me for ye ko no e affect ye no e affect ye ne kire say ehiafo no benefit a omunya e wo education on sam fa sa de so be da se kwa me ko doctor onim say come 10 seconds onim say ne so review na nkro for you see am fa cost no bi nkoma awofo this is a time a standard of living mo ayeden
okay
na sense anko fa de so ameso awofo friends so beti
Dr. Asmani 2 minutes
I don't want to think for the president but ya can serve na fe waji atum me anticipation is a time almost 33 years almost 33 years square senior IMF into no IMF policies so na do policies beko no man show na o ma hu say the away na bebo ana say my empire body say my for baka say me am fandi free SHS bi as are generally to create problems but you know the say I will say a review no to make it a better thing because it has a lot of challenges you ma pa bia we bia na review senior smart kind no e be ma the good size no ya build up on it na bad size no you throw na way but ma me correct kwakwa there's a point say you work ministry na your policy na you implementing agency Ghana ha no implementing agency pre-tertiary education Ghana Education Service but unfortunately what is happening is this current government policy view of the baby it is more political than being social and nationalistic nti no mo ya no mind political na ma stakeholders no I say ombi omu input ba no omu ntimi fa anye den emma it is a director general who is implementing the policy culture say ehun be hia say ye be review I think it is not in the wrong direction
o can say ehun be hia na say no see ye be review
until that smart can say I see you bring all stakeholders on board teacher for so interactive teacher for on be ma with full insights we say one of the policies is a free suggestion you repeat akwala it gwala no kro mo nya exam o otifie onye exam because from one obeko from 2 from 2
na enyo mo continuous assessment no mo use edeye
so one kwakwa sit here and start talking of statistics say you don't know what goes on that is why people are smart and myself
me da see Dr. Swaza 2 minutes
data
Dr. Swaza 2 minutes Dr. Swaza 2 minutes
anya this data
you the two of you
so
Dr. Swaza 2 minutes
yeah
yeah on this issue of say ebi susu say president ba wakanda da say ye review ye resabri o jatum say ebi ehun be hia say ye be ka ho ase ne ya hwe ye bu nkompo ahwe say na wo suggest because ebi a eja bigu ni cheminti na otu sa na mo
oh David in fact enye ja na egu ni chem e ubi samia bibia wonemre if in the president's estimation sabri is a good time to do a review no I think say or the abani brepem na usually kasa na chi no me say na me hwe anamotu a mpanimfo panini betu mema ne nche bebre ye besre my final start your exams omu bewie no enche bia no ye say Jesus for so enche bi omu so mbe chomu de na se foforo beba we don't have so much time nti waka ne no ye besre finally menua ba esla ede national ID card registration app number but no August 2nd I tell you say somewhere September August 31st say September ya na actually match but okay say August 2nd and remember mestre o man pani my date but ye hwa na monto no say ni manim ya no o de free educational review committee beba. Some of us will be gladly available to help in any way they want. Something passionate for us. Free SHS need the yenina ebehwe manage na. Enya de ebegu.
Okay. Me da say. On that note. No, there's a closure on discussion on free SHS. Now you go straight away to Auditor General's report. Now this time around, shall see if Dr. Smasapong. Dr. Smasapong, matters arising from reports generated by the Auditor General, so I generate discussion and interest. Ibia can say, Kamia say. Report no eba saa na yakana saa na yagana saa adrum bre wo say action ne say omo e wo say prosecutor omo wo say prosecutor omo bia wo say kwaje sika free wo say kwaje sika free and all that mami ntio I'll give you mami share me time no. Okay, we can share 3 minutes or 4 minutes here.
Okay, very well. Sinalo ya mesa do asibio Auditor General me no ya adwene report ne ba actions mu tu anamo we chiri, but after public accounts committee atena seri ne manema ya no mu mfa echira asem no mre yen eno na ama ya na ne kana ye kana yesi 9 billion bi right say enche se kokwa emma. In fact me amehwe mu kakra ma ye ne chese sometimes it me retrieve kra na 60 to 70% of sa irregularities ne ho sika ya ka ya o man ne bono. Ba mesre se retrievers ne ba aya momiye hu na ye kan ya kaniye nyame adom 2021 as against 2020 ya ade kakra se o man in terms of auditors report na ba ye no. In fact irregularities nema anko ye 2020 no anase mfi atwam no omufa ohwe mutabu no usually omufa no 2019 2021 enti ye compare sa years miensa no a Ghana yakoya nim by 45%. Ohemu nche mu aduana enum. Oka niema ya yenye ni ye sika yira basa no eyo ha yetimi akoya nim yateso kakra. Yes rese yenkoso a na yemu aye ho yenyina ye man. By next year we should be here talking about an improvement of maybe 60%. Ye betimi aye 100%. Ye betimi anya afi because yensu ade yenye nipa. Niema ye ka kire se enye afie yi no say by next year itimi eye bibi fa ho a ebema na ye ade nti ye ade but still senior lawyer there is still a lot I say ye ka kire ye nyina ye ho. My memo example me kind page 117 of the Auditor General's report or say we however note that a total amount of 41,000 was paid to 2 revenue collectors nipa mienu as salaries, whereas all that they could collect was 2,169. Yetimima aketua 41,400 million. Nipa no ejuma otimi ye nyina was 2,100. Sinalo ya hwana nka na ejuma no no a. Anko be hweba sa de we yetimi akoso. Bebre wu a wo ba no so mpafe. We spend more on you than you are able to give to us. Ghana nkwane be kasa se boy. Me can o baby no be say we North Korea ki abo to. Share. President North Korea president. Oh, anko abo to. North Korea president
Tokyo Joe.
Na ye dey nkrofo akosua engineering abo mo hoka. Umako Russia akosua de ni ade abana. Omu first structure omu see nipa 45 engineers that crew who structure ye form grim they say or san nipa 45 ni line bomu nyina to wi akete and so ye Ghana men ka say obi nko bo bi to but enyame anim ni Jomoro district eni esesa asem ni see ye mrantie mienu Abet Kofi ena Ebenezer Onale ye say kaya warm ho Ghana me sure say bass yenka Ghana corruption na then obi abeka bi enso hwe ne nipa mienum ho ka 40,000 plus and all they were able to give to Mother Ghana was 2,100. nyame anim na dabraka
okay.
Saa oba ya Sante Mantem ha there was a shortfall of 60%. Nipa be do nsun bi wo hono mu a omu constituencies be na na say districts MMDs be na na say nsia bi mu a omu adwuma mu ye nyina no sika ye di tu omu ka. In fact, the Jumu ye 195. We can free page 19 of the Rita Generous report. 195,000 and umutimi erezi. Meanwhile, umuka ye boy was 326,000. Enti region by region, oko page adin so oko region by region media no na e catch my attention because Ghana a problem your revenue mobilization.
Okay.
Ye ntimi njiji sika. Na sebe yentimi njiji sika kra nki yembreki even na trends a ekoyi a wonu mu ayese omu nkonko jiji sika no mu ye fa ho bo mu ho ka esene sika yenya de bande na ye ntra ye baby.
Okay. Any na yen try baby Dr. Smasapon asema o kan yumbre yen menko and from doctor to doctor menko Dr. Smani ho na menji matters arising from the Auditor General's report.
Reinventing the wheel. She say the afia bia ye kan no eno an ye. This year almost say financial misappropriation kwa 17 billion. Unim. Occupy Ghana fire statistical data bi. Almost for the past 4 or 5 years no. Ska at frank of funds ya misappropriate no 48 billion. Which is about 3 times or 4 times sika ye ko IMF akwakoje to reorganize our country no. Ska ya fire sase ma amafo dini free no. 48 billion which is about 4 times the IMF akwaje di abeye ye mayi. Who be here say ye mra no in such a way say scaffold being sasia mra kra chese ye ngis kan keke SCS was say we should what almost say disallowing and what surcharge but the mra say prosecution can criminal prosecution almost say obi akodi boy wa kofa body ni a china kwakotum but ye yusu mra na manako say your category of people be Oma be more important animal farm. Omo de omo timi de mra na ye adwuma na sky de akwa gombotom. Ye best Auditor General say ne the conference Attorney General said they must prosecute. Oma mra no oma nyom adwuma ye na mra na wiom no. They should take the money, disallow, surcharge and prosecute.
Okay. And
this are ebekoso na me them yes so much interested. Yeah. That the judge's case. Judges need the first place no. Ufam running in condition of service say it be talk calm and way. But I'm running in say when you have evaluated why STC for ABBR the financial approval must come from the Minister for Finance. And when you Auditor General problem say financial approval no and come from the Ministry of Finance. That is the problem. But me, you have me partner say, who say during that Tamil time, or can be say, see obi be we juma or be pension into yen turn no car man no yen chum. When another came into power 2017, when people were in office, when there was a change of government, no, almost try some beton cars near the amount. Nanado said the same thing. Me feel say even though the judges still there, almost say a condition of service. I think say that condition of service should be reviewed. Because minimum beer, you talk man, he was going to be in service for 4 years. Car man 4 years no. When 2 car not that, because it's all compensation. You talk car man not teach people. If you say yes, I animal farm, it makes people more richer. Or no that they trying to car about 30,000, 40,000 no. Or no, yes, Anton car man
30,000, 40,000 saying
every month.
No, I mean.
Whatever amount they pay, the judges are one of the
judges are not paid. They are not being paid for the time.
They are one of the highest paid people in Ghana. Let's look at even when you go to the universities. You say university vice chancellor or go a year or go at the same retirement too. Maybe I was 7 to 10 for 4 years or go back to service akoye adwuma on the department no car no aye toma no a o trem as a vice chancellor no ye farmer no kofi me fi say animal farm situation yes I now say the government should be able to put its hands down say obey adwuma ya ma car na ya ma banglo what trem wi a ya to am why there why adwuma wi ko no bi so bra
oh now is it not the case say obi ewo ho ebia before obey VC no ebia o yusu ne advance the car small one be obey VC no what man for four wheel drive no they call buy ya what's the status no assessor why you used to four wheel so or corner as in no first say you be value send ya
it is only in Ghana na position near visa when is smart uko Korea no Korea vice chancellor bia oko pension de car order. They would never do that. Practices are in Yaosi.
You overhaul the whole process.
Yeah, say, obey Juma, we are. Service is a service. And yet, coming to be a judge or being a vice chancellor or being an MD, no, a service to community and a service to enrich yourself.
No, but enrich is saying, say what besum. Now, kwa jua homeno. Car na wo yusu no na so omo ton man na de kofie ko yusu ne to fofra na ye de
no I don't know who wajuma ba 4 years no car say ton no ba car say ton no ba $400,000 no ne aton ma
so say omo value STC for value omo value ana omo apply valuation na
before say it is not a good policy for me. It is not a good policy.
But the auditor general no asema or can the judges nankasa de omo
boni bia
financial we no approve and you omo na ye
I was here hold to be responsible. I was a judicial secretary.
Okay.
In your holding responsible. Judge there on wakwa talk. But I deal no so wo to there. Under normal circumstances no. Also we na hu sa there na auto no. Enye kro no there.
No, but on the send sika o yesitu ya na watu sika na we na de.
In reality
how would you know say when you approve?
It have been good to say compare justification on say no. Financial approval about Minister of Finance but omunye boni bia.
Me da say. Mama ko Dennis Kwakwa on this issue. Dennis Kwakwa for matters arising from auditor general's report.
Doctor can no say through judges no that's
what omunye they not done anything.
Oh that was stressful.
Omunye we cannot fault them. I mean on this
lawyer no question say ya kase be boy homodin it means say you hear say free na kosi ochira the aye na ebetumi amasesa ya ba truly nyina nim say report no ba e kan sika ya hore but report no ba na bi afa na watra so ho district assemblies command fund for just 1 year irregularities see mu this report na say 2021 we improved by reducing it by 15%. Pre-tertiary education we were able to reduce irregularities by 55%. MDAs that is ministries, department and agencies irregularities by 45%. So 17 billion now Dr. Kotu and no crisis is kaira. 17 billion I say 95% is care demand for loans. And you may be loans my friend say processes now leading to the approval and granting of the loans na correct and just will be a risk and people are just throwing it into the system say 17 billion behind. Sometimes I wonder what mischief will do to people. And it's a loan require fast so approval man na a bit flawed and just can not utiano sabi about account my yenye and it's our audit report about do be entryable ade ye pa and anado dan kwakufu ado Ghana for enim say oba an institutions are obetumi abo amasa na na ba fom no o show mo muden audit service under dom level o ka kire Ghana for say since audit service buy no bomunya president bi are so audit service so betumi ayo madwuma ye China nado in fact to vehicles by 300 or buy omo ya understand mo financial clearance fa no mo fa nipa financial intelligence center oko yoko oko chese ba bia OSP obo modern my friend say there be as go to 2007 Barack Obama ba Ghana obeka say we build institutions not people na here da this is what Nana Akufo-Addo is doing kakra na obeto here no so when me am fasika be bramo ho amaye ya obo modern so de niam bi besisi form say de be adache kakra bi ebenya bi abetra ye kenten no yetimi de adwuma eno nti sa special sorry auditor general no Sat your you can say thesis na ya na doso 301 pages me carry abenya ne dai ya ma power say so ko ba bi na hu so bi ya de bi a utumi ka se anka se ye ne sa nti wanya ne sa ne de ade ne ho kanie tua yes ye ba be se bu nsuo wo program so so hwe ya akasefo be me malt nti uti nsuo no e ka ne free malt ma de aka no ya ka nto suspend nti o ti hoyi ya ka to se tua me nsa sa you know for 3 months o ka tua ti free mo nyi nti ya so use sa powers na de ama no sa disallowance and surcharge no on fanya adwuma kakra se de be ya duru ba bia nya figa no bonu kukuruku ara se o ma yeyem hyehye no ene ma Ghana ko yenim na mo be ka kire se be kwa o mo anya o madwuma yi the next 1 year or 2 se de surcharge o even from their salaries your friends say aban betumi a recover sa sika kakra kase na ni da so aba na e ho se free education aduane na kakra wo buffer stock wo betumi anya bia kotua ambulance ba ye na 307 na do da betumi akra 20 na 200 eno na she nkran mo what I say tie besre o de taje na wa ye bi ba to momode na o mususu mfa ka no hunu e ba tre ka
medase Mose good evening to you. You are watching us live. Okay, Daniela too watching us mo share live ni na good evening to you. Utim paying for saying Yumbre. Now, being share the James from Asante Bekwai. As the police lawyer told the NDC people that the review of free SHS is for the betterment of the program. Ghanaians are waiting for them to come and cancel it in 2032. Okay. Brave Lion Riamoso says, looking at the amounts our judges used to buy the cars as captured by the Auditor General report, that the taxpayers are paying taxes for nothing. Well, judges, they say, value cars, I don't think we can force them. Good evening to you, lawyer. Please, I want us to make mockery about the review of the free SHS against MPP because they lack understanding of this policy, especially when they refuse to listen to the wise advice at the beginning. From hands down, Boko. Well, your name is very exciting, hands down. Lawyer, for the record, in 2012, NDC kicked against the free SHS and made us understand that every free thing is not good. Today, why are they calling for review in the free SHS? Ghanaians do not have short memory. Emmanuel Osewusu Kokoso news site sent us this message. Now, Baroski from Asasewa, he says, Deputy Youth Organizer, Bosumcho Constituency President Nanado is on top of issues because the only way to develop Ghana is to make education free to all, whether you are rich or you're poor, or coming from a poor or rich family. Thank you for your message. This one says, Master Kwaku sending us this one. He says, the worst ever government in the history of the world is Nanado and MPP government. Nanado, Dr. Baumia and Ken Oforiata, they are the Superman definition of the word incompetent. Okay. Good evening to you, lawyer. Please, I am Ben Osei from Asaman Kessben. Well, Ben, thank you for your message. But what's say? Well, okay, 1 minute. I'll see. I can give you 1 minute. Okay, let me give you 1 minute. Let me give you 1 minute. Let me give you 1 minute.
Sinale a mestre. Napko for no point. Me hu mu letter bi na em say emu brofo ne kasa no na enye for me na enye friendly at all. Sebe yesi iframa di hwihwimpade a wonya. They should learn to speak to their elders in a very calm, gentle way. Apart from that, mestre say finance minister. Any obia or you interested in your mebru ne kan. And share na omu 10 months arrears no.
Omuntu omade mo.
Eni manimu ya. Na mestre mebru no so say eye dwetre kese pa. So unya 10 months ade ebomu a no apebibi dia ye menkodi amanyofo achi nkoye na napko bia.
Me da say 1 minute na so. Okay.
Now, a doctor and nurse up 1 minute. That for 1 minute.
Na me nche 1 minute. Me ade magaze mama 1 minute. Me gaze mama 1 minute. Ma pon me tamaso.
On the lawyer, NAFCO no. Do baby na. We discuss issue na nankro for her trainees. So near staff. When say me na me manager or health insurance, and them call NAFCO. If NAFCO is send them, must be unemployed. Okay. And here do baby no more di juma na they should broaden the scope of effect. But the ten say yeah dear yentumi pushi enkasa de ni ho na ba ho is ka ba ye ho chen a na etua I'm very sure say bia me ka say bia no mo de ado mo trend dodo tia tanzania person me
ka
but the mean say e bia mo ye like enko see next Friday mra na bibia to
yeah enkasa bi
mentumi nya so specific
enkasa bi
good news can say pa
enkasa bi on that note
Mimi nkasa de American say from amunyu biasi asemi yozika
okay but that's it okay so enyumbre moti paying for emiensa Dr. Asmani